Oh man, no sooner did I finish that video. I just recorded. I hit refresh, and Brzezinski had a reply. I got to cover Brzezinski's reply to Harry Dubois. Whew. I'm browsing through the reviews right now. Not one I've come across so far has praise for the story. Both the positive and negative ones praise the aesthetics and gameplay. Subnautica was the first survival crafting game to hit mainstream significance since Minecraft. It did this by crafting a compelling story that anyone could get into and mechanics that were easy to understand and master. And the core part of that is they were easy to understand, but there was a mastery. There was a step further. There were different ways that you could use those tools and those mechanics that were not implicitly explained. Kind of like a game giving you the breadcrumbs. It's like, hey, you can do a double jump by, hey, you might need, there might be somewhere later on in the game where that double jump is either required to get further or you need it to reach a secret area. But hey, we're not going to spoil it for you. Whew. But back to his comment. This contrasted with more obtuse early access survival games like Rust, DayZ, and Ark, which focused on PvP and resource hoarding. And Osiris New Dawn, but that's a whole nother game. I've read the early access reviews about how much fun it is to build crazy bases and explore for resources, and say nothing about the narrative. And I think it's fair to draw a few conclusions from these reviews about the current player base. My guess is if there was another underwater survival crafting game with multiplayer PvP and player-run servers, most of these reviewers would be playing that instead. They'd go have a blast in their multi-person cruise submarine shooting at leviathans and each other with torpedoes and salvaging alien wrecks for resources and advanced tech blueprints. It would probably also be steampunk because Jules Verne, am I right? As such, the game either does not exist or is not sufficient in the public eye. Those people are doing what they can in Subnautica and Below Zero. They mod the game as best they can to craft the experience they want. And I guess Unknown Worlds crafted Below Zero to be the experience that they wanted. And you also super duper know what? As the player and a purchaser of that game, I get to criticize that shit. Oh, so we all have the right to do what we want to do every step of the way. Each person is in the right. You got every right to make a game. I got every right to criticize it. So, rest of us post. Man, that's delicious. For the rest of us who are primarily drawn in by Riley's survival story, Below Zero feels like a regression. It's like, instead of enjoying the annual birthday cake your mother makes for you from scratch, you have to make do with one you bought from Walmart. This would be fine if you just wanted to have cake for its own sake. You might even be able to appreciate that it was made with more skill by a professional instead of an untrained amateur. But you'll never get around the fact that it is devoid of the emotion that made your mother's birthday cake significant. That's how Below Zero feels to play versus Subnautica. Yes, it's fun to piddle around and build bases and stick your nose into holes looking for valuable rocks, but I don't feel anything while playing it. I don't understand Robin as a character, so I don't feel connected to her. I don't understand the story because it hinges on choices I didn't make and don't agree with. I'm supposed to be uncovering the truth of Sam's death, but by the time I finally did, it apparently stopped being relevant to the plot. Characters I find morally reprehensible are presented as praiseworthy. I can't follow either the logical or emotional through lines of the story. So I set aside my confusion and cataloged the details, hoping I'll eventually find enough pieces of the puzzle for it to become comprehensible. This didn't happen when I first played the game in November. Oh, God, excuse me. Oh, bullshit. Sorry. Oh, my God, sorry. Oh, man. That actually felt pretty good. That was a pleasant chance. Hoping I'll eventually find enough pieces of the puzzle for it to become comprehensible. This didn't happen when I first played the game in November of last year. Hopefully, it happens in the later half of May. And, man, Brzezinski, I hope you get what you're looking for in this game, my buddy, my bro, my friend, oh pal, oh buddy, oh mine. I hope you find your stretch of ocean that you can call your own. And the same goes to all you wonderful people out there. I hope you all find what you're looking for, as long as getting yours doesn't involve taking away from anyone else. That's the trick. Stay safe, stay warm, stay dry. Take it easy. Love you all.